when most games have you fighting monsters, or exploring incredible worlds. It's hard to explain a game that gets you excited to go to a restaurant and eat
the Mega Beef Bowl!
Yet somehow Persona manages it. And it's just one of the many strange things about this game that gets you to keep playing it. Persona is a Japanese RPG series with 5 main games. Persona 1 and 2 are the start of the series and are both incredible games. Now forget they even exist because you probably won't ever play them. The ones that you will play are either Persona 3, 4 or 5. But what even is Persona? Every game in this series blends turn-based combat with a unique cast of characters and incredible stories. The characters are entertaining and the soundtrack is just phenomenal. And I hope you agree because you're listening to it right now. Now I'm going to quickly explain each of the 3 main games so you can see why you should play them. You transfer to a new school, and while you're there you discover something called the Midnight Hour, an hour of time that takes place between 12 PM and 12:01 that most people are not aware of. During this time everyone turns into coffins, but a small number of people are able to walk around. During this hour monsters roam the world, but you're able to stop them by shooting yourself in the face and fighting them with your emo powers. After fighting off these monsters, you start working with others who can fight the shadows. Then you just end up going to school like nothing happened. While at school you'll study and try to stay awake, just like in real life. And while outside of school, you'll stalk people and buy drugs from shady dealers, just like in real life. While exploring dungeons there's a unique mechanic around getting fatigued, and if your characters get too tired, they won't be able to explore the dungeon or fight anymore. Characters will just up and leave in the middle of a fight, leaving you to die deep in a dungeon while they catch some Z's. Now that's what I call friendship. But the best thing about this game is the dog. You can pet it, take it for walks, it can join your party. 10 out of 10. Persona 4 is similar to the last game, but elevates it in a number of ways. The characters are more interesting, the story is better told, and the whole atmosphere of the game is more engaging. In Persona 4 your character moves to live with his uncle, a disgruntled cop struggling to raise his only daughter. They live in a small town where a series of murders take place. But what's strange is that all of the people who die appear on something called the Midnight Channel. At midnight on a full moon, a video will play on your TV and the person shown is the next victim. Turns out TVs are a portal to another dimension. This makes you think that it's going to be a serious, gritty murder mystery, and you wonder what the answer to these mysterious murders is. Then you fall into a television and meet this guy. Unlike the previous game, Persona 4 takes a lighter tone throughout the majority of the game. You and your friends venture inside the TV to try and find and stop the mysterious killer. What really makes this game different is the introduction of shadows. Each person has a shadow, and the shadow is the monster made from the parts of our personality that we hide from others. Our insecurity, our shame, and our secret desires. This means the characters don't just have to fight it physically, but have to fight it psychologically as well. It's a great way of learning more about a character without just hearing a long, boring backstory. Persona 4 takes the story, gameplay, voice acting, tone, and overall concepts of the game to a whole new level, making it arguably the best game in the series. But it doesn't have a dog. 4 out of 10. Then Persona 5 came out, and it blew people away. When you start up a game and the first thing you hear The soundtrack is always great in this series, but they really upped their game this time. Persona 5 takes everything about the previous games and streamlines it. Removing all of the clunky aspects and boring parts with nothing to do, there's now more characters, more side tasks, and an overall more exciting game to play. This is the classiest, most polished Persona game in the series. But it doesn't have a dog. But it does have a cat. But the cat is annoying. 5 out of 10. With all of the Persona games, they don't seem like they'll be fun. You assume you won't care about the characters, and living the life of a Japanese high school student just sounds like a boring simulator that only weebs that wish they were born in Japan would enjoy. And you're right. But normal people also enjoy the game. All of these games are brilliant and worth playing. If you're new to the series, Persona 5 or 4 is the best starting point. However, if you played one of those two, or you just prefer a darker story, Persona 3 is the way to go. Thanks for watching. If you enjoyed the video, please feel free to leave a like and subscribe.